a judge ruling that the map for New York's 11th district, congressional district, is unconstitutional, potentially opening the door for Democrats to flip this seat. Judge Jeffrey Perlman says the district discriminates against minorities, writing, "Districts shall be drawn so that based on the totality of the circumstances, racial or minority language groups do not have less opportunity to participate in the political process." Republican Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis represents that district. She calls the push a ruse by the left to steal her seat, and she joins me now. Congresswoman, the irony in this decision is that it determines that the current district lines dilute Latino voting power. Last I checked, Congresswoman, you are Latino. You are the daughter of a Cuban refugee. Is this because you are a Latino Republican that those lines have been deemed improper?
That's absolutely right. In fact, I'm the first minority to represent this district. This is a district that we flipped in 2020 from Democrat to Republican. It is the only competitive seat in the city of New York. I am the only Republican that represents our city in Washington. Democrats could not beat me in the last two re-elections. And so what they're trying to do here is tilt the scale to make this a Democrat seat where a Republican can never be elected again. That is exactly what this is about. And the judge, by the way, was chief of staff and counsel to Governor Kathy Hochul. So this is something we're going to fight. We're going to appeal this, and we will take it all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court if necessary to protect the voices of the people of Staten Island and Brooklyn.
You mentioned the judge. Perlman here, former chief of staff, like you said, to Kathy Hochul when she was lieutenant governor, special counsel to Governor Hochul. So, you know, you could say pretty tight with the current governor, assistant counsel to Governor David Paterson, acting judge of the claims of court. But why is it that this judge is not really abiding by the will of New York voters? Because as you well know, they amended the state constitution in 2014 to stop this kind of manipulation of the redistricting process. Why is the judge ignoring that?
Look, this is a general issue we have in the New York legal system. We've been battling over our maps for the last three elections. This is what the Democrats do. They can't beat us on merit. They can't beat us on debate. And they can't beat us on policy. And so they try to use their friends on the bench to get the outcome that they want. Remember, these are the Democrats who claim to be the defenders of democracy, yet they try to do political gerrymandering. They tried to jam through a law that would allow non-citizens to vote. We also fought and stopped that in court. And they changed the election laws to allow all sorts of things like mail-in ballots and no excuse voter registration, same-day voter registration. So these are the antics of the Democrats who, again, they say one thing, but they mean another. They say they're the defenders of democracy. They pull all these stunts. They say this is about minorities and protecting their rights, but they're wanting to take out the first minority, first Hispanic to represent this district by claiming it would be better off if we added more white liberals from lower Manhattan. You just can't make it up.
You did mention that you were going to fight this all the way to the Supreme Court, and I'm sure that is very good news for the folks there in Staten Island, which, for those of you that don't know, Staten Island is basically as red as Alabama or Arkansas. It is a very red area in a very blue state. How worried should those Republicans in Staten Island be, though, Congresswoman, that potentially, if this doesn't go your way, that they could be represented by a Democrat, even though basically that entire island is red? 20 seconds to you.
Yeah, look, again, we're going to fight this to protect the voices of this district. We're not going to allow a Washington law firm to come in here and tell the people of Staten Island, Southern Brooklyn, their voice, their votes don't matter. This is, by the way, registration-wise, a Democrat-leading district, 40% Democrat, 27% Republicans. They're just sick and tired of the one-party rule, so they've been voting Republican, and that's their right. They flipped this seat because they didn't like the representation from the Democrat, and we're going to protect their voice.
We got to watch this one. Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis, have a great weekend. We appreciate it.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.